Yep, so another day in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Woke up early this morning, decided that I'm going to go into Kingstown. Yesterday went with the kids, but it was too much for them. It was very hot, it was very busy, a small city, but very, very busy. So I decided that I'll just wake up this morning, go in the city by myself and just explore Kingstown and show you guys a bit of what Kingstown has to offer. It's a very small, very clean city, so this morning I'll explore Kingstown. So see you guys in a few. Okay guys, so I would say my first impression of Kingstown so far is that it's a small, neat city, the capital of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's very small, but I have to say like it's neat and it's clean, very clean. I haven't seen much I haven't seen garbage littered all over the place or anything like that yet. So it gives me a vibe, I would say, like compared to some of the other markets like in the Caribbean. Like I've seen the market. We're going to go in the market. I'm going to be in the market soon. It's very built up. For example, like in Jamaica and in some of places like Kenya and Ghana, like a lot of the markets are like wooden structure, not very proper structure, but the market here, it's actually concrete structure, very clean, bathroom, clean enough. So yeah, so it's a good look. So I'm going to be going into the market there, and they have like a vegetable market that's different from the other market. So I'm going to go into both markets so you guys can see what it looks like. Okay, so this is the building of the Uptown vegetable market. This is where, like, I guess the local farmers come with their produce and sell. As I said, I was here yesterday, it was open, so unlike some other places, I don't think it's a weekend thing, like they're open every day. So let's go inside and take a look. Yeah, and as I said, it's very organized, very clean, produce and everything. Banana, plantain, all the good stuff. Yeah, I think this is actually the neatest market I've seen, I think. Yeah, it's similar to like a farmer's market in Canada. It's very, they have the cupboards that they lock away their stuff in when they're not here. Not sure if it was just renovated, but the colors are bright and clean and everything, yeah. Yep, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Very clean. And this is only one. This looks like a smaller structure because there's another vegetable market down the street, so I'm going to go into that one also. Yeah, right here is a food truck. They're probably open at 12 o'clock. Yesterday this was like a busy spot, so we'll pass back on the way home and get some stuff. Yeah, so as you can see, like, vibrant colors in the street, and as I said, it's very clean. As you can see for yourself, extremely, very, very clean, impressive. I know Canada, it's considered one of the cleanest countries, but this, yeah, it is clean compared to some other islands. And this being the capital, you can see like the contrast between like the old structures and the new ones, stuff that have been around for like probably 150 years, like this building here. And you can see the contrast between that and the ones that are newer, structures that are newer, that are placed in between these buildings. I think every city that you go in the world, you see that. Even in Toronto, we have buildings that are there for like 150 years, and right beside it you see like a new mall or like one of those new high-rise buildings. So yep, walking the streets of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Okay, so I was just told that this building here, actually it's a official government building. It's where the Minister of Finance is located and other official government offices in this building. So yeah, it's very interesting. I think downtown here is like well used. You know, I know, as I said, comparing to other countries and islands, I don't think I've ever seen like a government building downtown, because normally there's like a downtown and a midtown and uptown. But yeah, this is a Minister of Finance building, downtown St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and you can see it's one of those official looking buildings with the Vincentian flag waving right there. And as I keep saying, you know, I sound like a broken record, but look at it, it's very clean, you know, well kept. This building, you can see it's aged, a bit older, but nonetheless, like very clean and, you know, very well kept, manicure. Look at that. Yep. Very clean. And this building, I was surprised to see this building, courts. You know, growing up in Jamaica, like courts have been around since I was a child, so a very long time. So, you know, I was surprised to see them here. Like, I know they probably ventured out to other islands, but seeing them here is definitely make me feel like I'm home. Because when I saw it yesterday, I'm like, wow, like courts in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So, yep. Look at the blue skies, look at the beautiful streets of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And I'm standing right here in front of like a taxi stand. So like they have an official taxi stand, which a lot of taxis are parked in this area. So very organized, very clean. There's a parking, because we came yesterday, and there's a paid parking that I'm approaching right now where we parked yesterday. I have to say that was reasonable too. We paid like $2.50 EC per hour. So that is like $1 US. And you know, being in Canada, like you're paying like 20 Canadian dollars to park, like, you know, so you know, so parking is reasonable here also. So if you're driving downtown, and one thing, you can't park on the street anywhere, like you get a big fat ticket. Like I was told it was 400 EC. They'll clamp your tires, and you'd have to pay 400 EC, which is 200 US dollars. And this building now, this is a police station right in the heart of downtown. And as you can see, this is one of those older, like historic building also, but it's used as a police station. Yep, beautiful. Downtown St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I keep saying it, but I'm impressed with the downtown area, because, you know, like as I said, like in a lot of Caribbean countries and sometimes in Africa, like places like Kenya, Ghana, the marketplaces, they're not like really like concrete structure with concrete stands that the people keep vegetables and stuff in it. It's more than likely It is a concrete structure for some of them, but when you go in, there's a lot of wooden stalls where the food are placed on, and a lot of times it's like smelly, especially when you go into the fish market. It's like a stench, and the vegetable market too. But like to walk through the vegetable market and like no smell whatsoever, it's very impressive. It's clean. There's nothing on the floor. And right now I'm in front of the Central Market, and I'm gonna go inside. The Central Market reminds me a lot of Jamaica. The only difference is, because as I said, we went in there yesterday, the only difference is when you go to a lot of these other countries, as I keep mentioning, Caribbean, Africa, in the marketplaces where you get all the cheap stuff. I'm not sure if it's because we're like tourists and visiting, but the prices seem very similar to what you get in the supermarket. Like for example, we bought bottled waters yesterday, and a bottled water was 5 EC, which is $250 US dollars, which for me, like in a market, that is pretty expensive for like a marketplace. But I guess a lot of the stuff were shipped from the US and Canada. So in terms of duties, and there's no sales tax here on these items, so maybe that's why they're so expensive. So I'm gonna go into the second second vegetable market, and then go over to the Central Market. Okay, so I'm approaching now the second market. It's not as busy, which is understandable, like it's still early in the morning. So it's not as busy as yesterday. We came a bit later, but yep, as I said, it's very clean, well kept, well put together. Good morning. Do you know if there's any area that sells coconut, like the jelly coconut that you can drink? Not yet. Okay, where is he normally located when he's there? Right there? Okay then. All right, thank you very much. Yeah, so I'm trying to get some coconut. Yeah, that's one thing I haven't been able to get yet since I've been here. I've been able to get some coconut water. You know, there's a lot of coconut tree, but still I haven't been able to get, you know, any yet. Yeah, in the market there's a lot of like ground provision, yam, dasheen, pumpkin, bananas, stuff like that. Coconut, the coconut that you cook with, but I'm trying to get some jelly coconut, but not yet. Okay, so look at the sign. So this tells you what I'm talking about. See? Keep our environment clean. And, you know, as I said, it's, you see, no littering. And, you know I said it a million times, but it's very, very clean. And I wish you could smell, because it's just like, my gosh, it's incredible. Like to go walk into a market and to not smell anything at all. And look at this view. Market is overlooking the ocean. That's a incredible view. Let me go outside. Look at this. Hey, how are you doing? Okay. Yep, look at that ocean view. You guys are lucky, man. It's a beautiful city. Yeah, very beautiful. And very clean. Like I'm impressed with how the market and stuff is clean. Like normally you go to some place and the market like smells or it's dirty, but this is very clean. Yeah. So if you're watching this video and you're seeing or hearing about St. Vincent and the Grenadines for the first time, I want you to thank me later, because this place, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, in my opinion, I think it's going to be the next hotspot of the Caribbean. with Sandals, because we came here, you know, to take a look at the Sandals Resort also, because they recently opened like 3 weeks ago. And anywhere Sandals go, you know, other hotel follows. Sandals is like a trendsetter in the all-inclusive industry. So once they come and set up shop here, other hotels are going to be searching to try and get in to St. Vincent also. And St. Vincent is a very beautiful island. Like, it's very picturesque, like nature. Oh my gosh. So, and there are a lot of people now that are traveling, you know, just for nature. Because, you know, when you live in places like New York, LA, you know, Toronto, these busy cities across the world like London, it's always good to get away to experience nature. And I can't recommend a better place than St. Vincent and the Grenadines, like, for nature. I was told there's like 150 waterfalls on the island. It's surrounded by beautiful sea, the La Soufrière volcano, like the hike going into that area, like for snorkeling, for spear fishing, for deep diving. You can't get better than this. So I'm going to continue and I'm going to go into the Central Market now. I'll give you guys a look. Yep, see, look, no littering, like official nice litter box all over the place. So, you know, I'm going to play my part and not litter. Yeah, so I know I sound like a broken record, but what a clean, beautiful city. Wow. Okay, guys, so this is the Central Marketplace. Kingstown Central Market. And this is where you get all the good stuff, not just the vegetables, but you get craft, you get clothing, you get all the good stuff here. So we're gonna walk through and see what's up. Yep, so you can get everything here from provision, rice, flour, chicken, clothing, everything. A lot of plantains here though. A lot of plantains. See, toiletries, everything. You know, if you're from the Caribbean, you know how the marketing works already. That's where you go and get all of the affordable stuff that you don't want to go to the supermarket and get. Okay, so now I'm approaching a lane. This is like a market lane. This is different, a lot of clothing. Yeah, I guess this section is where you get clothing. There's all clothing here, no food, no ground provision, nothing like that. You know, and it's still, oh yeah, this reminds me of downtown Kingstown. Those lanes that you go into and you get all the good stuff. You go into this shop. Hello. Yeah, this is cool. I think the last time I've been in a downtown market area, probably like 15 years ago or so. So it's a good feeling. Man, and it's so amazing that everywhere you go in the Caribbean and in Africa, like pretty much the black diaspora, like everything is so similar. It's like crazy how similar. Like the marketplace is how similar, the people are how similar. Like, you know, we do everything in the Black diaspora. It's like, you know, we're separated by hundreds of miles, but the things that we do, it's like almost like we connect. I don't know, we connect in such a way that we end up doing the same thing. You know, it's my first time here, and I know, being from Jamaica, it's my first time here, and I know a lot of people who have never been before, but we're so similar in the things that we do. It's man, it's mind-boggling how similar the Caribbean is, how similar the African diaspora is in everything that we do. The way we talk, the way we cook, the way, you know, even how we operate our business is so similar. You know, it's different from European, Asian countries, how they operate. But whatever country that you go in the world where it's predominantly people from the African diaspora, it's just that even in our communities, we just operate the same way. And it's so amazing to see. Now I'm in the fish market, and right where the fish market is there, it's doubled as like a bus park. So all the bus that goes across the island, they come and they park up in this area to get reloaded to go back to the different areas. Yeah, so not too much action yet. It's still early. It's not even 10 o'clock yet, so still very early. So I'll just walk around and see what's going on. Yeah, so I just came out of one area that there's like a bar strip, you know, like in the islands they call it liming, you know, guys just hanging out and having fun. So I couldn't record there right away because it's very loud. But I'll go back and show you that strip, and I'll just do a voiceover in that area. But it's roughly about 6 or 7 bars, and guys are just sitting there drinking and having a good time. Remember, like it's not 10 o'clock yet. It's about 9:30. So I guess it's never too early to drink when you're in the islands, right? So yeah, so the fish market is not too active yet. I'll go back and see if I can catch any footage there, but I don't think a lot of the fish vendors came out as yet. So, but we'll just go back and see what we can catch. Yep, so this is it. So all bars, liming and liming.
21.
Okay guys, so as you can imagine, it's extremely hot out here, and I just run into whatever you call icicle snow cone. So this is like syrup, shaved ice, and they put some condensed milk in it. So this is one of the way people stay hydrated in the islands. I know St. Vincent, I know Trinidad and Tobago does it the same way with the milk in it. It's like very sweet, but when you're in Rome, you do as the Romans do. So yep, very sweet. Yeah, so just continue walking and see what else we can get into. I must say, like, it's extremely hot. Like, it's only April. It's not even summer yet, but here it's extremely hot. And once you're here, you have to keep hydrated. You can't go anywhere without a bottle of water. Beautiful, but very hot. And if you're watching if you're from St. Vincent, you live anywhere in the world, whether it's Canada, America, or Europe, and you're watching this video, I must say, like, St. Vincent is a beautiful island, and you must feel proud to be from such a beautiful part of the world. And just, you know, leave a like, a heart emoji, a comment in the comment section, and tell me what you love the most about St. Vincent. You know, leave in the comment section what is a must thing to do when people are visiting this beautiful island, because as I said, I believe that this is going to be the next hotspot of the Caribbean. So just leave in the comment section what you think is a must-see, apart from Bequia Island, apart from the La Soufrière. What else should people see when they come to St. Vincent and the Grenadines? Just leave it in the comment section. We just ran into an indoor part of where the fish market is, which makes sense. It's an indoor section where there are a lot of meats and fish, I guess, to contain like the smell of fish or anything like that. So I'm just gonna do a quick run through so you can see how organized and how clean everything here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Kingstown, St. Vincent. Okay guys, so I'm approaching it now, the fish market. Look at that, see how organized it is, how good it looks. Kingstown Fish Market. Wow, very impressed. Very, very impressed. Wow, look at and it's close to the sea, so there's a lot of wind coming through. Yeah, it's very clean, very organized, very impressive. Wow. Big one. What kind of fish is this one? The big one? Yellowfin tuna? Oh, okay, nice. And all of these are local, right? Wow. As you can see, the fish market, very organized, very clean, and as I said, like, I'm extremely impressed how clean the marketplace is. You know, this is absolutely like the cleanest I've seen it, you know, anywhere in the Caribbean. So, you know, kudos to whoever is responsible for the regulations, you know, keeping people off the streets, making sure that there are these facilities that are kept clean. There's a clean washroom. There are cupboards to lock away their stuff at night time. It's very impressive. And, you know, like, being in the Caribbean, it's such an advantage because you're surrounded by the sea and you have these like fresh fish that you can get on a daily, weekly basis, as opposed to sometimes in North America, Canada, and the US in particular. Like, we get the fish like frozen and sometimes a few months later. Like, here in the islands, like, you can get a same day catch that's going in your pot getting ready to cook, and there's nothing better than a fresh fish that just got caught that didn't even make it onto ice. So that's such a privilege living in the Caribbean, and as I said, very impressive, very, very impressive. One more important thing to point out, there's been like increased talks, especially for this year, about the increase in crime and stuff like that in the island of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. But I must say, like, since I've been here, like walking around every day, going to the beach, coming into the town, just walking the streets of St. Vincent and the Grenadine, it seemed very peaceful, very safe, very easy to access, you know, ease of accessibility. It kind of reminds me of Bermuda, like, and one of the advantage with some of the islands that attract a lot more tourists is the ease of accessibility, like the fact that you can just, you know, walk out of your hotel and just jump on a bus and go anywhere you want to go. The only difference with St. Vincent, the only caution is that because there's not a lot of street names, there's not a lot of street signs, which I believe that the government need to work on if they're going to want to attract a lot of tourists. Because my experience being here is that locals, they'll use like landmarks, like, you know, if you're coming to pick me up, you come in this area, like we're staying in Villa, so they would say like you come to Villa, there's a pink house on the right, you turn left of that pink house, but there's no actual street names that they could say turn left on John and go right on King Street or left on DuPont or whatever. So that is something that I would say the government need to work on if they're going to attract a lot of tourists, because not every tourist wants to be stuck in an all-inclusive hotel and not, you know, walk the streets and see what the islands have to offer. So that is the only downside I see. Like if you're not from here, like it's easy to get lost because there's not a lot of street names. Like in Kingstown, you'll see names of street and stuff like that in the town, but apart from that, there's not much. So that's something that the government need to work on, and that's easy to fix. So that's what they need to do. Yep. So I'm gonna head back home now. I'm gonna catch. You know, I've been driving since day one, since I got here. So now I'm gonna get the opportunity to be on the local transport, the bus. You know, a lot of these buses have loud music and they drive really fast. So let's see what it's going to be like. But I'm going to be catching one of these buses and heading back home. Okay, so I just got off the bus, you know, back from Kingstown, not Kingstown, Kingstown. And trust me, like I decided to take the local bus, and I would say, like, if you are visiting St. Vincent for the first time, if you're a tourist, do not take the bus. That bus is like a death trap. Like it reminds me of back in the 80s when I was growing up in Jamaica, and we have these small minibus. It's similar to the minibus that's here right now, and these bus would fit like 12 to 14 people, but you know, they would ram the bus so much, overcrowded in the bus, that they would actually fit like 16 or 18 instead of like, you know, 12 or 13. And my gosh, the music is so loud. Like they play this loud dancehall music in the bus. So same thing, same experience today. Loud music. You can't hear yourself talking in the bus because the music is so loud, and the driver is driving like he's on his way to hell or something like that. So, you know, like this is something that I'm used to growing up in Jamaica, that, you know, as I said, from back in the 80s, and it's so crazy to see how the culture with that, you know, I say like it's a ride to hell, like the way how the drivers overtake. Like St. Vincent, the roads are extremely small. There's no space for overtaking. This guy was overtaking and going right in front of a truck, like right, an oncoming vehicle, a big truck, oncoming vehicle, and this guy was going right into the truck. He had to pull back, and the truck drivers started cursing him out. So I'm telling you, it's like a death ride. So if you are visiting, do not take the public transportation. There are taxis that are registered to the tourist board. You can take those taxis. There are other taxis, or I recommend do not drive also. Like if you are not from here, unless you get to know the island a bit more, because even if you're a good driver, it's just that the rules are different in the Caribbean. The driving rules, we drive on the opposite side of the road. In particular here, there's a lot of cliffs, which we call, in the islands, we call precipice. But it's like a lot of cliffs, and one wrong move, your car can fly over that cliff, and that's like a death, instant death, because depending on where you're going, especially like if you're going to La Soufrière or to one of the falls, like that drop is like you're dropping from the top of the mountain. That's how the car is going down. So yeah, you might want to take a taxi, or if you're a regular visitor to St. Vincent, or if you're like from the Caribbean, I'm from Jamaica, so driving through the Blue Mountains and through St. Mary's is a bit similar. So I have a bit of experience, so that's why I took the chance. But whatever you do not take the bus. Please don't. If you like your life, don't take the bus.